When something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Pretty sure I've started another video with the exact same line. I'm saying it again for emphasis. Some of you need this to be emphasized, underlined, in bold, italics, whatever it takes. So when I scroll through my Facebook feed like so and find something like this show up as promotional content, I can't help but investigate. Oh, and spoiler, HypeDrop, that's the name I think, yeah, it sucks. Thermal Grizzly's Carbonaut pads offer peace of mind, ease of installation, and industry standard performance in a market crowded with mediocre thermal compounds. Our own testing confirms that they conduct heat appropriately and provide a safe and consistent membrane between the die or IHS and cooler. Best of all, you can grab them in several sizes and reuse them as many times as you'd like. Carbonaut pads are peace of mind in my book, and they're very consistent, and that's why I use them for CPU testing. Check them out via the link below. HypeDrop is, well, it's a loot box website. You throw small chunks of cash at them in exchange for mystery tech. And that's the catch. You have absolutely no idea what you're getting. So the sponsored spot I saw pop up on my Facebook timeline pertained to PCs. I'm not surprised. That's retargeting in a nutshell. I search for PC stuff all the time. But when I clicked on the ad, it took me to a splash page for dozens of PC tech mystery boxes. You've got everything from gaming on a budget to PC master race and GPU upgrade. Most are pretty vague, and that's obviously how they want to keep it. That's the first red flag. The second red flag has to do with the fact that some of these branded boxes are extremely cheap. Check out this Razer budget box. We just recently worked with them for a themed build and setup, and I can tell you firsthand, most of their stuff isn't cheap. So when you see a $4.99 price tag under the box, yeah. Second red flag. The third red flag in my book has to do with the overall product showcase for each box. Even the gaming on a budget box for $4.99 shows a Core i5, like a BenQ monitor, what looks like an MSI graphics card. It's all hype. I suppose the name HypeDrop is making more sense now. Anyone who honestly believes that these kinds of products can be frequently found in a $5 loot box probably deserves to be scammed. By the way, the age limit here is 18 or older, so I'm not wishing for kids who don't know any better to be scammed. You're an adult at 18 here in the States, and you're in control of your money. Misleading or not, I mean, you've got these red flags staring you in the face. But perhaps the largest red flag of them all is the fact that when you buy these loot boxes, you have to do it in questionable ways. So let's buy one just to show you how things work. If I click the button Purchase Box, I'm prompted to a login window. I can sign in via Facebook, Google, email direct. It's just another way for companies to gather data, but it isn't an abnormal practice. The Facebook permissions weren't alarming, so I chose to log in this way. All right, so I'm logged in. Now I can purchase a box, click the button, and you don't have, wait, no, you don't enough balance to perform that action. What? Okay, typo aside, I was kind of shocked by this. I have to add balance to an account that I just created in order to spend actual money on the platform. Whatever. Let's add balance. Click top up. Now at this point, I've only got 3 ways to add money. G2A, Gamivo, I don't even know what this one is, but I'm sure it's sketchy, and Kingwin, 3 sites I'd never recommend anyone use frequently, to be completely honest. These are just pass-through entities acting as the intermediary between real sellers and buyers. Think of them like eBay, because they are a lot like eBay, but with less protection and less consistency, in my personal opinion anyway. If eBay is like a condom, then G2A is the pullout. It can help if you make purchases with something like PayPal, but still, I'd choose eBay any day over these thanks to their strong buyer protection guarantee. You might disagree with me there, but I mean, it's something I'm willing to distinguish in this video. It's kind of weird that they would funnel you through one of these 3 sites. Complaining aside though, I bit the bullet and I loaded up. I used a card I created with privacy.com, not a sponsor in this video, they have been one in the past, but it's just good practice to make temporary cards when dealing with sites like these. And Privacy declined the purchase because G2A is considered a, quote, high-risk merchant. Yeah, see what I mean? This wouldn't happen on eBay. I guess we'll have to use PayPal then. I would prefer anonymity, but PayPal is still secure. All of this just kind of adds to the sketchiness factor of HypeDrop. Anyway, skipping ahead, the funds were finally added to the HypeDrop account and I could start buying loot boxes. Now the first box I bought was the one called Build a PC. It was considerably more expensive than some of the other offerings, but still not the most you could spend in this category. And I'm sorry, I'm not gonna spend $100 on this site, it's just not gonna happen. So $21.99 it is, the transaction was processed and I could immediately open the box. A sliding banner makes it seem more like roulette than anything else, so you feel like you actually have a chance to win some good stuff, though you and I both know that isn't actually true. For a second, I thought I'd won an RTX 2080. That'd be pretty ironic when seen in the context of the demeanor of this video, but no. Instead, I won a Corsair fan. Not sure how I'm gonna build a PC with just a single fan. So I decided to sell the fan back to the website at coincidentally a cheaper price than what I paid for it, and bought a box that cost considerably less. This Razer box, $5. What do we get? It's a sticker. All right. Now I can see why this box is so cheap. But for good measure's sake and consistency and just curiosity in general, let's sell this back and buy another Razer loot box. Another freaking sticker. Am I surprised? No. Third time's the charm though, right? So yeah, let's go ahead and sell this back and do it again. And another sticker. So I'm done with this one. Let's try something else. How about the Tech on a Budget box? All of these are just so enticing. Here we go. And batteries. Okay, done with that one. Let's try the Gaming on a Budget box for $4.99. GTA Liberty City. Yeah, no. Again, another freaking game code, this time for Fallout 3, which can be purchased on a keys retailer site like SCD Key for the same price, so nothing special here. Again, I don't even know what this is. Again, same thing. I have no idea what this is. So now we're down to just 3 USD or so, and that's because this site conveniently takes a cut off the top of every trade-in or money back exchange that you make. So if you get something you don't like, you click the refund button and it gives you like 80% or so, depending on the value of the item obviously, of what you paid for the box, and most of the time it's gonna be a crappy product, right? So they're going to still make money and you're going to lose money in the long run, and you'll probably feel inclined to put more money in your account, but don't do that. So let's go for the cheapest box, the Budget Master. Not that we have much of a choice at this point. Stereo headphones. Again, some kind of slim wallet. Again, another wallet. And I'm out of funds. Well, that was fun. Felt a bit like walking into a casino with a stack of cash and leaving with just enough change for a cab. Look, I'm not calling the site itself a scam. I'm not denying that these higher priced products are in fact being given away. Rather, what I think is truly a scam here is the representation of these loot boxes. That and the fact that it seems like HypeDrop has been paying creators on YouTube to represent their site in a good light with good odds and outcomes when we know this is not the case. And to understand why, I'm actually going to break down their business model for you. So a company like HypeDrop has quotas. Let's say they sell only one kind of loot box at an even $10. Let's say their desired margins are 50%, and let's say their volume is 100 units a week. With these metrics and a few elementary calculations, we can determine the ratio of products won that exceed the $10 buy-in. That is the number of times HypeDrop actually loses money. There's no risk here at all, by the way, for the company. It's just the optics that make it seem as such. So 100 units per week at $10 each comes out to $1,000 in sales per week, $4,000 per month, $48K per year. If desired margins on that $1,000 are 50%, then the company should expect to net $500 per week after inventory expenses. All of those stickers I won, for instance, in the Razer box were literally worth pennies. So let's say that each costs 10 cents. The company could sell 95 stickers at this price in each loot box per week, costing them only $9.50 in total, and would still be able to spend an additional $490.50 on the remaining 5 items to sell that week. You could buy a nice CPU cooler with that money, a decent graphics card, a motherboard, a CPU, and a kit of RAM, all in that budget, and still net $500 at the end of the week thanks to the offset of stickers sold during the same period at insane margins. So HypeDrop can and probably is awarding a few buyers here and there with awesome hardware. I'm not saying that they're scamming you in that sense. It all fits right into the scheme we just laid out, and it always ends with them making a hefty profit. It's a business, it's how they designed it. But by misrepresenting a loot box by showcasing the 4 or 5 priciest things on the cover, that's where things get a little scammy for me. It's intentional deceit, in my opinion, but probably totally legal. And I mean, look, it's not like HypeDrop is hiding this. You can see what was recently won in each box. Of course, the most expensive items linger a bit longer, so it seems like the odds are more in your favor, but at least you can see to some extent the transfer of goods, all by design and according to their plan. If it seems too good to be true, again, it probably is. Emphasis, stay away from HypeDrop, folks. That's my professional opinion. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, click that thumbs up button. It does help out quite a bit. Click that red subscribe button if you haven't already. That helps out even more, arguably. Consider becoming a channel member for special perks, and stay tuned for the next one. This is Science Studio. Thanks for watching, and thanks for learning with us.